I'm live. Woo. I'm live. Woo. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this in a minute when my computer decides to actually do something. Right. We're over here. Then I can see the chat. And now I can see the chat. Okay. All good. Right. So I need my pen. I need my actual pen. I need my pen. I need to do things and stuff. Like grab our tablet with the Uki spiderweb on it for some reason, which is always fun. Okay. Started trading 60-something seconds ago. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay. Got a pen. Okay, so what we're doing today, I should have cleared my throat before I came on, but it didn't, which was a dummy move on my part. What we're going to be doing today is basically we're going to, it's a bit too not so good. How about we just hide the layer completely? We're going to be doing the inner space portion, this part, the inside bit. We're going to be doing all that. And I think I know of a way of doing this without actually screwing up, touching the established borders that we've already made and stuff. And yeah, I think we can do it okay. I think, maybe. I'm a little bit concerned about certain bits of it, but I like the current color scheme and stuff and the light inside. I do have ideas of that. But yeah, I'll zoom in some more. Just a little bit more so that I can get it all in frame, all bigly big. And yeah. So the idea today is we're going to make another layer. And I don't want to overlayer this thing completely because that's annoying. That will just be irritating. But we're going to make another layer and then we're going to merge the layers together. I'm going to see how that works. I don't think it's going to be disastrous or anything, but yeah. Because if I make a new layer, put it underneath the current layer that we're doing this segment on, and then we merge the layers together, then it should merge the layer underneath the current layer and make it all one layer. Maybe. But it was smart of me to basically separate all of these edges and stuff from the actual outside that I've already established, because now I can actually do that. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be just great. It'll be just awesome. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be okay. So yeah, so we'll make another layer. Beep. We're going to put it underneath the layer for the color. So if I do this, see, it's underneath. It won't affect it. So that's cool. And yeah, we're going to work around the edges and even put some detail in and stuff like that. Hopefully it'll look better. So yeah, let's really zoom in so we can basically see the pixels now. So I'm going to work from the top, going around it. So yeah. So all I want to do is basically I'm just going to color it in. I'm going to make a bigger brush. I don't have to be that precise. Oh, actually, I'm going to make that a bit darker just so that there's like a shadow on it. So, good thing I caught that in time. Yeah, there's no real lip up here, so that's all fine. And I can actually merge this edge completely. So that'll be good. What I'm doing is I'm actually coloring in underneath this color. I'm not merging the two because look, if I try to color in underneath this layer, it does nothing. So yeah. So that's all fine. And then I want to grab this color. Beep. And I want to make a smaller brush and just go over here. Like that. Then I want to grab this color and just do the same thing, although I did notice that there's some inaccuracies. There, so that's okay. I want to continue until we do the bottom. So basically, I just want to do this. That. And now we've merged. And now we've merged. Is it looking okay on the preview? It doesn't look bad. So, okay, so this bottom layer, this is kind of like segments. This is segments. This is where the teeth are going to go into the floor for the individual shutters. So I want to try to establish that. And how many rows are there going to be? 3, isn't there? There's be 3 separate sets. And this is it. This is the sunlight. So there's somebody on Facebook Messenger that wants to video chat with me, which is fine usually, but you know. I need an even bigger brush. Because this is the base color and we're going to add bits to it. I just realized I made a boo-boo, just a teeny boo-boo, just a teeny boo-boo. I nearly went over this edging color, just a smidge. So yeah, and then that's going to be darker. So just make it a little bit darker, not super dark. I don't want it black. I want it to be just darker. Bigger brush. And then that can go all the way up to the side. So that's key. And then we can touch it up later, but I kind of wanted it to be just this edge. There's a weird color anomaly just there. That's right. Okay, another one there, but we're gonna do that when we do the proper color pass. For right now, I kind of want it to be, yeah. Oh, I am going to go into this layer real quick and then get rid of this line because I don't want that line there. My eraser's a bit too big. It goes all the way across, doesn't it? It's going to interfere with coloring in later. So it's important that I get rid of it. Now, there we go. So that's gone. Yeah, so I want to do the detail on the side here and all teeth and stuff. That the teeth from the top are gonna like merge into. So really, it's mostly just the darker color, and it's going to be like divots and stuff. It's not really going to be that harsh of a thing. It's just very slight pixelated shapes in this color. And we're going to make it pencil, and we're going to do it tiny, maybe even smaller than that. I don't know, but I'm just trying to think of the best way to do this. If I do one set of teeth and then I copy it 3 times, I think that would be the best way of doing this. Maybe. Jeffrey! Hey, dude. Oh, do you like it? Yeah, I basically, this was the thing. This was the look I was going for with the beard. It does make it look shorter somehow. I don't know how that works, but it does make it look shorter. And that's just because Damon likes the mohawk for some reason, and I kind of don't care what I do to my hair, my head hair, you know, because I wear hats all the time, so it kind of doesn't really affect me. But no, he thinks it looks cute, so basically I gave him this one. But yeah, and it does feel weird. It does feel weirdly smooth, my hair, you know. But I mean, no, I'm glad you like it. Yeah. Right, I'm just trying to figure out some art dilemma, and I think I might actually have to do this like all embedded. I was going to play some tricks of the light, but I think I will have to do this all embedded. Oh my god, I just realized that this has to go all the way up to the edge. Because that's the way that light comes in. So technically it has to be up to like here. I'm on the wrong layer. I'm on the wrong layer. that would have been really bad. That would have been really bad. Yeah. So I don't think I'm going to save that. I think I'm going to have to, when I do the detailing on that, I'm going to have to save it then. I messed up. Ugh. Hate it when I mess up like that. It's stupid. So the teeth. We might as well just do all of the teeth. So basically, the way that the light works, it's going to be like this. And then it's going to be just that, lots across the edge with different kind of like a nut or like a few lines somewhere. Let's actually put the lines in. I'm going to make them really small and move across the entire thing, and also give me reference later for when I do the copy and pasting, because I'm going to copy and paste this picture lots, just this specific section. So yeah, so I need to zoom out just a tad to do that, to do the teeth. How are you doing, Jeffers? Oh. So I thought I did this. I was trying to get a straight line along the entirety of the bottom. To there. Yeah. Right, and we're going to copy and paste that just all the way along. I'm wondering if I should do like a copy and paste it like so many times, and then copy that, and then paste that, and then copy that and paste that. I'm wondering if that will work. I'm okay. I've had not bad a day today. Couple of annoying little problems, but that's life, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to make this even smaller, and I'm going to just do a. Oh, shit. I'm going to do a tiny little detail just to make it, give it more texture. Then I won't have to worry about it later. So yeah, there's grooves. So this is the end of the. This is going to be the end of the teeth. So in the middle, I kind of wanted a. Just kind of like a lock that can go in, so they basically holds the teeth in place. But with the lighting and with how small it is compared to the rest of the picture, it's going to look really, really tiny. So don't have to worry about it so much. So yeah, now we've got this set up. I'm going to go to select. Now this is where everything could go horribly, horribly wrong. and hopefully it's not going to, but yeah. No. We'll save that for later. What layer am I working on? I want to work on this layer. So now we know what we're doing with that. We'll do that for later, just in case it does go wrong and it does look shit. Excuse me, I had indigestion hiccupy thing. So yeah, we'll do the rest of the edges, the detail and the rest of the edges, because I still want to add some more. I want to add some more texture to this, like to this groove. For example, I want to straighten this out. I want to straighten that out. I want line, and I want to. Oh wait, no, because that color's on this layer. Oh, I've got to figure out where my layers are. I want to select that layer and make a bigger line that goes up to the bottom, and just to straighten that out, because that looks a bit sloppy. So I want to go all the way to the top, and I can go over if I wanted to. There. Why is it on this layer? Oh no, I did that on purpose. Okay. I can't go over that bit then. There. So that almost looks straight, which is great. And I want to make another. I just want to straighten these lines out. Just make these pixels kind of like look like they belong there. So there we go. We've got an even line of pixels along here, which is goodly good. And then I want to add some texture to the actual panels themselves, because they all look, they're basically like well, they're like garage doors, you know, rollable garage doors that go up and down. They're kind of like that, but more spacey and better. So it gives them kind of a texture, but I have to be very light about it, otherwise it's gonna look bad. is this one way of putting it. It's just gonna look cartoony, and we're going for semi photorealistic, not fully photorealistic, just semi photorealistic. That basically from a distance you can look at it and not know that it's not photographic, which is a very high bar that I'm setting for myself. But yeah, I don't want that. I just want to fix this because this is bugging me. Okay, and it kind of runs along a track in there, but we're not going to see much of that because it's going to be in the shadows. So yeah. I also wanted that to meet up with the top, but for there to be more there, if that makes sense. I better do that on the other layer, just so they don't screw up. Yeah, on the other layer. That is this color, isn't it? And then I go back to this layer. Lots of layer switching. just to connect those up. It's neat. I don't think it looks bad. I don't think it's looking bad. It's looking a lot better than when I first started. The inner colors I'm liking a lot more than when I first did them. But yeah, right. So I'm on this layer now. Got it. And I just want a color that's slightly off this color, just to do the kind of like the connections, because it's far away. You're not going to see the individual slots connections and stuff like that. I want to imply that you're not going to see every single one of them, but I want to imply that they're there. So that's going to be the main trick to this, is going to imply that they're all there. But I've got a nasty feeling that I'm going to have to draw every single one of them, and that's not going to be fun. That's going to be lots of not funness. So yeah, we've got this color, and we just want it slightly lighter or darker. Lighter or darker? What do you think? Lighter or darker? My first instinct was to go with darker, because it's kind of going to be almost like there's going to be like little tiny shadows. But then darker. Okay. So we want to literally go just very, very slightly darker. And this is going to be a pain in the arse to do, because it's going to be so faint to change that we're going to not really notice it so much. And it's probably going to kill me. So let's see. Yeah, you can just see that. Okay, I'm happy with that being the color. I'm going to make it absolutely tiny. Yep, that's perfect. And yeah, we've got to do this all of the time now. In theory, I could just copy and paste this. Yeah, okay. I'm going to leave that on hold. I'm going to have that idea on hold, just in case it doesn't work out, though. I'm going to make... So we'll do that. We'll leave that on hold for when we do the copy and pasting of the bottom bit as well. Yeah. So I'm just going to... Just a side note, that's the color that we're going with, so that it doesn't look different if it doesn't work out. So yeah, but you can see what I'm going for, this kind of like slight texturing on that, so that's good. Right, so going back to here, Now this will have to be individually done because it's just the nature of these things. I can't. There's no copy and paste feature for this particular part. I'm going to have to do I'm just going to make tiny divots in this, in this, just to make it look like it's being chain fed through. And like I said, we're going to have to do the actual teeth, which I am going to have a different color. I'm going to make them, actually no, I shouldn't make them different color. I should keep it this color, just because. How big are the teeth? Where's the inset that I've made? So not small. Not small. Okay. I'll have to do this a lot. But then again, that's the nature of this. There's a lot of fiddly piddly stuff that I've got to do. Admittedly, I don't have to have my brush to be this size, but it helps when I'm trying to be detail oriented. Plus, trust me, it will look a lot better. And there are ways that I can undo this. Are you still there, Jeff? My view counter might be on the fritz. Yeah, I might be by myself. Maybe I should up the brush size. I'll definitely help with the random little tiny bits of colouring in that I'm doing. I'm intentionally doing these rough because it's like I said, it's not easy to copy and paste them. And this is a lot easier to do it this way and will save a little bit of time. A microscopic amount of time, but still. Plus, I'm going around the edges of the other parts while I'm doing this. Beep. And then just another one here. Okay, so how does that look? They look a little bit uneven. How does it look zoomed out? That's the thing. That's the thing I've got to check. Oh, welcome back, Jeffers. I mean, it looks fine. This one looks a bit off. I'm going to go fix that in a second. But yeah. But I've made them evenly spaced out enough, so I'm happy with the spacing. The spacing's fine. And yeah, some of them look a bit off, but this one isn't rounded out as much. The thing is that they're three-dimensional, but the lighting is kind of like doing the whole thing. Oh, what's it doing? It's bleaching out. That's what it's called. It's bleaching. Okay, so with this color, oh, Dookie. Yeah, just a note. This is the color that I'm using because I didn't for the track marks and stuff because I did not record it. Why did I not record it? That was stupid of me. But yeah. They do look a bit intrusive, you know, for the space station. They look a bit intrusive, but you know, I'm going to put it there because I need to zoom in to fix this because this looks a bit off. Oh yeah, I'll fix it with the other layer. So yeah, I don't know what to talk about when I'm doing this. I want that color again and to do the main layer. Who's driving home? Where was you? Like, what was you up to? I'm just adding more texture to this one. You just enjoy it. Well, that's nice, but like I said, I want to talk about it a bit. Get this color. Oh, balls! I did it again. I was supposed to put this color over here so that I can use it later, but instead I erased it just straight away. Feck. Well, whatever. I have to do it one more time. It's no big deal. I'll use this color. I think this is the same color. So yeah. Okay, go back to this layer. I do already have it over there, don't I? No, it's the same. I already wrote it. I already copied it down over there, didn't I? So really, I shouldn't be that worried. I'm really worried about the copy and pasting stuff that's going to happen later. But hopefully it won't be terrible. Okay, so I'm going to go over here because there it is. Oh wait, no, that's the shutters. There it is. See, I knew I had it somewhere. I knew I had it somewhere. Okay. So I want track marks. And now I just want to do outlines. Am I on the right layer? Yeah, I'm on the right layer. There. Oh, that looks good. I think that looks good. Okay, I would do a shadow line along here as well, just because, but that's where the light is hitting it, so I don't know. It doesn't actually have a shadow, so yeah. Oof. Still got time. Right, I did want some darker stuff in this line as well. Let me save. I got a bad feeling something's going to happen to my computer. I know that's just random paranoia, but yeah. Okay. So yeah, I want this, but a darker color of it. We're almost getting into pure black territory. So yeah, I'm just going to fix. That bit, and then I do a line. So this is where the track is. I want to zoom out to do it all the way down. So this is where the track is. So it's almost imperceptible, but you can actually see some details there. And I wanna do just some beauty mark kind of spots, just in there to apply more shadows, more shading, especially at the bottom. Okay. So the other side doesn't have it because that's where the lip is. Yep, there's a big black void here. I need to fix that at some stage. I kind of think that it should be black now that I think about it, because it's kind of like a tire, you know. But then again, there's the whole thing that, you know, in space, because lighting works differently in space. It kind of, when exposed to direct starlight or sunlight, even black appears to be almost a shade of grey or even white, because you know the moon, the moon. If you took some moon dust and then put it onto, took it into your spaceship and took it to Earth, then took a picture of it, you can actually see this. By the way, they actually have moon dust. It's asphalt color. It's black, you know, or very, very, very dark grey, however you want to put it. It's actually the color of roads. That's what the moon is. That's what the moon looks like. That's it's made out of this stuff that is asphalt color. But because it's being shot super rays of sunlight on it all the time, like the Earth is in the daytime, only we've got an atmosphere that protects us, it basically makes it look super luminous and grey and just super bright. It actually has a really, really low brightness index for, yeah. If it was basically, if the moon was made out of a, if the moon was made out of like something that was this color, something that was the color of this lid for this thing, then it would appear to us to be super bright. It would just be white, you know, only around the edges, or in when it's when the light isn't hitting it directly, will you actually be able to see that it's actually a blue color. So yeah, so that's the problem with space. With doing space pictures, you often see satellites and stuff and they look very gray or whatever, or white or whatever. Sometimes they actually do have color. Sometimes they actually do have color on them. Not a lot, because of course, like I said, when you put something in space, you want to make sure that it's a light color in the first place, because it will absorb less radiation and stuff. But yeah, if I put a tire in space, it would appear to be brown or grey, you know, not even a dark grey even. So yeah, so if I do that, it is kind of in the shade. It's a little bit in the shade. So that part will have to, we're not doing that yet, we're doing the inside, but I'm thinking about doing that grey. I was thinking about doing it like a brown anyway, but I'm not so sure about that anymore. Yeah, so we've done all of the details now that we can do for the shutters without having to do any of the annoying copy and paste stuff, which I'm not entirely convinced is going to work, but we'll see. It might work. We don't know yet. So let's move on to the inside. So the inside, there's like this wall. Sorry, that was bugging the crap out of me. So there's this wall, and yeah, I don't really have anything to add to it, to be honest. But I should actually like add stuff to that. Now there's a shuttle that's here. I just input. That's where the shuttle's going to be and stuff. That's where it's taking off from. So that's a kind of size guide. Maybe a sign or something. I don't know. For when it's completely closed, but then again, there's no reason because nobody would be actually walking around in that thing usually. Because just outside of view, because the shutter's like hiding it, is actually a port section that actually is like another tube inside of it that the shuttles can kind of like just go the way back and kind of dock into. And then there's a parking structure actually on the upper level of the spread box. So yeah, that all the shuttles are they're kind of like pinned to the ceiling, or they're actually in their own containers that are attached to the ceiling. And there's like I said, there's a whole other layer inside the bread box, but you can't actually see it because the door's like that. And I just did that just because complexity, it's going to be too complex. That's actually the reason for the top panels. I think, Jeffrey, because I've explained it, that these panels, this panel in particular, is actually more of an emergency hatch. It's designed to basically blow off the top so that in case of emergency, it's got an extra exit for shuttles and anything that's parked in the upper level to fly out of without having to go down and then have to fly out of the main level that they usually fly out of. So yeah, that's why these big panels are there. That's just their purpose. Their purpose. So yeah. So there's no real need to put like signs and stuff. This color choice is purely a color choice of whoever designed this thing, which technically is me, but yeah. Let's just say, just in case we have a sign or something, we have a bunch of signs. Let me look at the scaling, because the people are going to be tiny in this thing. If that shuttle is going to be big, yeah. So really, to be at head height and head size and stuff like that, we're going to make it white. Which in this case are going to be kind of a off white or grey, and tiny. And it's going to be, so basically it's going to be about this level. That's the average height of an actual person. But yeah, we're going to have a few signs. Really, I should put like posters or something up, shouldn't I? Or like lights or something. And we're going to have like, well, we've got this red. I like this red, but maybe a bit darker. So that's going to be the writing on the signs. This one's going to be just a bunch of tiny circles. This one's going to be like suits must be worn at all times. Spacesuits must be worn at all times. And this one's just going to have, I'm just going to put implied writing on it and stuff. And then we're going to have like a screen here. I think we're going to have like a screen here, but it's going to be, so that's going to be mostly black because it's just a screen and you can't really see it from the inside anyway. Oh, that means I'm going to have to do reflections. Oof. I'm going to get rid of this because I don't need that. I don't need that. That's in my way. Oh no, it's going to cut into this. That's annoying. I'm going to make it, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to change this and make this slightly darker and do just paneling so that we can imply that they can just turn on the screen if they need to. Because it's advertisements. It's a hotel. It's going to be like advertising shit that's happening in the hotel. So yeah, we don't really need to see it, but I am going to do this paneling kind of thing. So I want straight lines. And yeah. I should have had a mesh for the inside as well, shouldn't I? Ooh, we've got a message. Every now and again, my phone will do that. It'll just go. So this is the equivalent of 2 levels. That's what this panel represents. So there you go. You got very slight paneling happening, and I'm actually going to get rid of this line to imply that there's kind of like because I'm going to do some very light texturing to make this look like glass, or at least a plastic glass kind of like thing. And how we're going to do that is we're going to go over here to the off-white section and use the airbrush. And I use the airbrush. Wow, the airbrush is on huge. But no, I just want it. I want it smaller than that, just a little bit, and maybe a bit more. I'm just gonna quickly just do a. Just to imply that that's reflective. That's slightly more reflective. So there you go. You got the signs. You got that. I'm tempted to put lighting. I'm tempted to put lighting in, but I kind of feel like that would be annoying. Like the lighting on the inside is literally from a couple of spotlights on the ceiling. And the floor, of course, the floor's also like lit up. But I'm tempted to do lighting on the inside as well, but yeah. Okay, so now that that's done, the actual floor. Now we do have lighting in the floor as seen on the sketch. See, these lines are meant to imply that there's like rows of LED lighting or paneling or something to basically show that this is like landing strip and stuff, but of the future. I do want to keep that, but because the side that's in the light already is going to be literally just very quick, just kind of like a shadow, just quick shadows, so it doesn't have to be too blasted on, you know, all the time. But the bit that's actually in the shadow already is going to have lighting in the floor. Unfortunately, I haven't actually done the lighting, as you can see from the green that's on this picture. It kind of just ends because of the shuttle. So I'm going to have to put some in here, and it's got to line up. That's the other thing. It's got to all line up, and these are out of line somehow. But we'll fix it. We'll fix it. So yeah, so we got this red color that's here, and I do want to do some lighting, and for the bit that's the shade, I'm going to use the airbrush again. But actually, this will do quite nicely. This will do quite nicely. But yeah, we're going to change it to, what color should the lighting be? What color are lighting strips? They're usually white and yellow, aren't they? We've already got a yellow, so we'll make it actually purely white. So it's actual lighting. How does this look? Like a set of 3 lights. Yeah, it's simple, it's sweet, and it's tiny, which is exactly what we need. But I don't want them there. I want them to be on this line that the imaginary line that I've put them in. And we are going to put the shuttle there as well, but yeah, so you're going to barely see them. That's the annoying part of this. Yeah, because when I take that away, there you can see kind of like 3 lights almost in a row. See, they're pointing up. So that would mean that the other ones are here. And these are going to be hidden by the shell completely. So yeah. So what do we do with these? Now I want a very hard line. So I want to get the pencil again. And I want a teeny pencil. And yeah, it's going to be very subtle shadow, kind of like shadow effect on the floor itself, which I might copy and paste. I already might just copy and paste. So it's going to be kind of like an L to symbolize that there's shadow, but you can't really see it because it's being whited out by sunlight so much. So yeah, I want a series of straight lines, and I think this is too big, this brush, but we'll do 0.1 and see what happens. I mean 1, not 0.1. So they're in a line. So the next one would be here. Oh, I haven't changed the color. We want it slightly darker. Actually, we want it to be this color, the color of the floor itself. Because it's inset into the floor. So let's see how this looks, and then I might replicate it. I don't know. How does that? It doesn't look bad. For the effect that I wanted, it doesn't look bad. Because, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, if we're going to replicate that, then that's literally all of the detail that we want. Is there anything else that I should do to the floor and the inside? Like, I'm thinking I should just have like a. Like it should be slightly airbrushed to make it look shiny as well. I don't know. I don't know. You can kind of see what I'm doing. I just realized that it's. I'm happy with that being bleached and that being the only thing that you can see, but I want some detail here, and that kind of almost looks like reflections, to be honest. I'm just gonna get the airbrush and maybe undo this, but I'm gonna have a big brush. Density. I'm gonna knock down the density a lot, so that's very weak. And yeah, oops. Take it off the straight line. Just see if I can add. Just want to add some texture to it to make it look like it's somewhat shiny. I was happy with it being just flat color, but it just kind of, like I said, it just kind of ruins it when I start adding detail like lights and posters and paneling on the inside, you know. And yeah, as for the 3 or 4 spotlights, how many spotlights are on the roof? Let's say they're above the shutter bits, so there should be one here. So, you know, pointing directly down here. Yeah, I guess you can't really add that. That's fine. I could add it when I add the shuttle. Yeah. Okay. So. Okay, so now we've done all of that. Let's just quickly save, just in case this goes horribly wrong and crashes. And let's test the copy and pasting out on this. Now, when I copy and paste something, it's going to appear in the corner of the screen, which I hate. But what are you going to do? Can't actually capture it with just the square? No, I'm going to have to do this. So I'm going to... Can I just edit, copy, and then file, paste, edit, paste. Yeah, it's made a new layer. Ugh. Freeform. I don't know why it's got this cross on it. Over here. Why has it got an outline? It's got an outline. Can I get the other layer back? Yeah, there we go. Okay, freeform. So I want there to be another one of these here. And now okay. Yeah, okay. Edit, paste, freeform. Yep. Okay. I'm going to fix the outline later. I don't know why it did an outline like that, but whatever. File, edit, paste. Freeform again. This one's going to be up here. Okay. Now we're going to be tricky little bastards, because what layer am I on? See, it's made all of these layers, and that's annoying. So I want to merge. Right, let's merge. Great, we've merged all those layers. Get rid of of this again because it's just bugging me. And then I want to because that looks like the right spacing. It does kind of look like the right spacing. So edit, copy, and then edit, paste, and then freeform. And yeah, okay. About here, that's about the right distance, isn't it? The lights look great. Well, thank you. Did you like the slight texturing that I've got there as well? It looks slightly misaligned. Okay. Yeah, it looks just a little bit misaligned somehow once it gets closer to the edge. Then I want to now this is going to really screw with my computer. There we go. And okay, technically we should be able to see a little bit of this one here. And I think we're going to add that with the pencil because I need to do the pencil thing now anyway. What size was this? Oh, I need that red color back. Okay, and off the lines. Oh, we've got to merge. The layers. I feel like I've done a mistake somewhere, but if it's a mistake, I haven't seen it yet. That's a bit too big. Just these outlines. I don't know why it made a copy of the outlines. That one's really big, isn't it? This outline. It's weird. Right. Do you think I'm going to be able to do the all the copy and pasting for the other thing in the next 10 minutes? Or the next 5 minutes? Because this worked. I'm happy that this worked. Um, It looks great to me. Well, that's good. Do you think I'm going to be able to do the copy and pasting for this and that in the next 10 minutes or no? While I'm merging layers, this is the layer that we did just down on the outside, just there. And I'm going to merge that with this layer because it's ready to be merged. The less layers, the better, because it means that you don't have to, you can not worry about distractions and stuff. You don't think it'll take long? 5 minutes. Okay. Because I want to go eat something. I'm hungry. Okay, so should we do the teeth? No, that's going to be really complicated. It's all going to be really complicated. I think we'll leave it here. Save, just in case I forgot to save it. I think we'll leave it here for now. I'll wrap up and yeah. But no, we learned about layers today and do the inner space first before we do anything else. If it's got inner space, basically the depth. Whenever you're painting something, do the deepest part of that thing first, because the areas around it will build up onto it until basically you cover up any of the outline mistakes that you made. So yeah. And then there wouldn't be any need for switchy layers and stuff. So yeah. But no, I think that the bread box is looking better and better. It's starting to look like a space station, kind of. Now it's got another segment. But yeah. This is one of the most complicated segments, I think. So this brings me hope that everything is not lost, that I still have lots and lots of time left to do other shit. So yeah. What are you having to eat? I don't know yet. I've got some cheese and crackers left, so I was probably going to have those. But no, I've got some of these. Damon got some extra meal replacement shakes that he has, just because sometimes it's just faster and easier, and he likes them to get like vitamins and stuff. But he got extra today, and I was like gonna try one of those. So that, and some cheese and crackers, and some cheese. But no, it sounds nice. There's a chocolate one, so I'm gonna try the chocolate one. Or the vanilla. I don't know yet. I'm not trying the stupid berry one. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, let's have a look at what we still got to do. Ugh. I got a feeling that I'm really scared of doing this reflection stuff on this one, on the big one. You know what? I'm gonna maximize it so you can see it better. There you go. So, yeah, on the big one, they're color coded onto segments. This one looks a bit complicated, but it's probably not going to be as complicated as the bread box. I call it the bread box because it looks like a bread box now that I'm looking at it. We still add the windows to the bread box and do the outside lights, but they're probably not going to take that long. And we've kind of decided on a color for the buffer connector. So yeah. but yeah, the next thing after this is going to be a relatively simple structure just here, and apart from the slight reflectiness on the windows, which might be done in a different layer, I'm not super worried about it yet. So yeah, but yeah, then we got to do this segment. Then we got to do, I think, the tower. Then we got to do the what looks like a complicated segment, which hopefully isn't going to be. But we'll see. We'll see about this one. And then we've got to do the interiors of this are going to be a pain. This has just got to be reflective, but this has got to be reflective and show a little bit of the interior and stuff. And once we've done that, we do the shuttles and that spaceship and that whole spaceship. So yeah, but nearly finishing the bread box is something that I'm pleased with so far. Let's have a look at it, what it looks like without. Imagine just no color. It doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. Okay. So yeah, I'll be streaming tonight on my other channel. But apart from that, I'm yeah, that's it for this week for this project. So yeah, that's it for now. Remember, if you're watching this on playback, or Jeffrey, you can. If you have any suggestions or anything that you'd help with art wise, then let me know. I'm going to. I've got a lesson plan for something coming up, but apart from that, I've got nothing. So yeah, you can literally ask me to help you out with anything you want. Oh, you're sorry. Yeah, that's it for now. Hope everybody has a good night. And yeah. I can't actually wait to do the windows on the bread box just to get the whole thing finished. You know, I'm really looking forward to that because I've got a feeling that this may seem like this is the most complicated one I've done so far, but the other segments I've got a feeling they're going to have whole new challenges. Even the next one, which is just going to be it's just a box basically with no interior space that I have to draw and worry about. But yeah, that should be simple. But the ones after that probably not going to be simple. Not all. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next week. Toodles. Or class dismissed. I don't know how I end these ones. Class dismissed.